So how you doing, guys, and welcome back to another episode. Today I'm out in an area that I've never been to before. I didn't know it existed until a couple of months ago. The reason I found it was I was driving to work one morning and I looked over my window and I saw the sunrise, and in that sunrise I just seen all of these things on the horizon. I was like, what are they? Where did they come from? Totally out of the blue, didn't know they were there. So later on I done a bit of research and found out what it was. Now this is the largest one in Europe. It's absolutely amazing now that I'm here, just walking into it. There is over 80 miles of tracks around it. There's so much tracks, in fact, that they actually run an ultra marathon. They do a marathon, half marathon, but there's so much area that they can run an ultra marathon in the summer. It's far too cold to be out running today. Today, everybody, I'm in Whiteley wind farm up in Eaglesham Moor. It's just south of Glasgow, between Glasgow and Ayr. I don't know exactly the area that we're in, but it's easy to get to, plenty of roads to get to it, and it's absolutely amazing. I've never seen this amount. I've never been this close to these things. Without further ado, let's go and have a look at these turbines. Now, I have never been this close to one of these things. I've seen them in so many countries around the world in the last 10 years. When I lived in Germany, they had them all over the side of the motorways, usually in groups of 3. I don't know, maybe that's the thing they do over there. But when you get right up close to these, they're actually quite impressive. Such a feat of engineering, and to see so many of them in this one place, it blows my mind how people can build such things like this. The noise of them is unreal. Not loud, but it's just different, quite intimidating. But let's go and have a look. I've never really appreciated how big these things are. So much so that I'm going to go and stand in front of this one, just so you get a sense of scale. They're absolutely massive. And today, most of them are all spinning. It's quite a blustery day, and the noise coming off of them when you stand underneath, it's just like this whoosh noise. It's just something I've not experienced before. Actually really interesting to come up and see these things. There's so many of them, just everywhere. Now, there's a lot of discussion about these things, these wind farms, and the discussion usually goes, are they ruining the landscape? Are they taking away from the nice hills and the nature? But I think on this scale, to see them in this amount is actually quite impressive. And so long as they're not cutting away thousands and thousands of acres of land to make way for it, then I don't really see the problem. We need this electricity these days. We're constantly in demand for electricity in this modern world, and I think that if we can get it from such things as this renewable source, this clean energy, while working with nature like they are here, because there's a lot of wildlife here, there's a lot of conservation on the go, then I don't see the problem. I mean, I'm recording this using my mobile phone. That needs electricity to power and to work. You're probably watching it on a device or a computer or laptop that's also using electricity. And I don't see the issue with getting that electricity from a clean, renewable source such as this. And as I've said, to see it on this scale, this is the largest wind farm, onshore wind farm in Europe is actually quite amazing. This is just the way the world is going. We're going forward, and if we can do it in a proper way and work with nature, I don't really see the issue. So I just came up to this little picnic area just now. There's not the weather today for a picnic. There's still snow from Storm Emma on the ground, but you can see these little chalets, just nice little bits to come up in the summer, probably the better weather, and have something to eat. And from here as well, you can just see how vast this area is and how many of these turbines are actually working today. And there's a great breeze coming in today, so the turbines are all in working order. They're all turning, apart from a few. This one up here, he's obviously got the day off, but it just shows you the scale of it. It's absolutely massive, absolutely humongous. And over behind me there, you can see the visitor centre. It's just up in the distance there. That's where you park your car and you can walk down here. I'm not going to go in there today because I've got the dog, but you go in there and you can learn more about the area, the history of the area, and probably the engineering of the turbines. But again, it's another great wee bit to come up and see. So just continuing to walk. Me and the dog just loving life today, just getting out and about. As I said before, there's miles and miles of tracks around here, literally miles. There's even a designated mountain bike area, so if that's your thing, then come up here and get out and just do mountain biking things, whatever you do on them. The area around here, there is over 80 miles of tracks. There's about 120 kilometres of tracks between all the turbines. So there's no shortage of things to do coming up here, as in like getting out with the dog, on bikes, or just generally coming for a walk and seeing these things. They're absolutely humongous and so impressive. Is humongous a word? I'm sure it is. I've just been talking to one of the rangers, one of the site rangers who managed the land. He was actually telling me that one rotation of the turbine blades, so one blade from the 12 o'clock position all the way around back to the 12 o'clock position, gives enough energy to recharge an iPhone 130 times. That's a fair amount of power. And we all know that there's the people out there who are using that power. Now that ranger I was talking to earlier on also told me that one of the turbines, there's a bolt has came off inside it somewhere, and as it turns round you can actually hear the bolt rattling around. I think I found that turbine. This is the one. I don't know if I should be underneath it. So there we have it, guys. Whiteley onshore wind farm, the second largest wind farm in Europe. Again, that was at the start of the video, I said that this was the largest in Europe. Speaking to the ranger that I spoke to going round there, he actually informed me that the largest onshore wind farm is now in Romania. They have put up a couple more turbines than are here, so they've taken the crown. Just one of those things, but I'm sure this place will expand. But again, this is one of these places just to come out, have a walk. I never knew this was here until a couple of months ago. How I didn't know, I'll never know. But just get out here, have a walk, have a cycle round if that's your thing. Bring the dog for a walk, bring the kids when it's a bit better weather. Have a picnic up at the area. There's plenty to do. And it's just impressive to see that amount of wind turbines in one area. It's just somewhere different if you want to come out and just get out and explore Scotland. I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, then give it a like, leave it in the comments below, and if you want to see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification of when I'm back out and about in Scotland. So until next time, take care, have fun, and get out and explore Scotland. So who's got muddy paws?